Hey everyone, it's your host Nick, and today we are dropping the free preview of this month's Wild Magic. Feel free to check it out. If you're interested in hearing the whole thing, go to patreon.com/tabletopped, and you can find that and so much more, even if you join as a free member. All right, everyone, enjoy this free Wild Magic. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Wild Magic, the Patreon episode for folks who are on the Patreon. And it's me, your host, Nick, but we have two of the best in the biz. So who are you guys? What's going on?
It's me, Franco. It's him, Rio.
Rio
he snapped into a Slim Jim.
Literally, the mics went on, and Rio opened a Slim Jim and snapped right in.
Well, I didn't have time.
Yeah, that's true.
Before the mics turned on.
It's so true.
They were on when I came into the room.
That's a good point. You came in right just now.
You came in hot, you snapped in, and it was my fault for
I came in mild. It's a mild Slim Jim.
Let's try.
Oh, that sounds like you, yeah.
So what have you guys been doing this month?
Surviving.
Oh, just a lot of work.
Yeah. just work month for Franco.
Every month is work month. Well, spring break was this month, so that gave me a little bit of lead time. So that was nice. But yeah.
Yeah. So what? But you've been going to these board game groups. You told me about a couple of them. Have you found any that you're like, this is like fucking amazing kind of thing?
Yeah, I played Skull, which was very cool. I'd heard of Skull before, and I was like, this seems like nothing. But then I actually played it, and I was like,
seems like nothing.
Well, yeah, sometimes a game you're kind of like, wait, that's it? That's the whole game? Yeah. And then they're like, yeah, and then you play it, and you're like, oh, I understand now.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's played with these kind of little bar coaster style cards. But yeah, I played that. I played the Fellowship of the Ring game.
You said that this one I would really like. So we didn't really get into how it works. Is it a deck builder? Is it a worker placement?
No.
What is it?
It's a cooperative trick-taking game, much like The Crew, your favorite game. Yeah, so you play as different members of the Fellowship on different legs of the journey to Mordor, or I guess to Elrond's, or I don't know. I guess to the Falls, and then
I didn't even know where you went. You played this game for days.
We didn't get what? I didn't play for days. I just played it one time. No, we got to how far did we get? I don't think we even made it to Elrond's yet.
Do you get into the mines?
No, I don't think we've made it to Elrond yet.
Yeah, I was going to say the mines.
We're still playing all hobbits.
Have you been to Weathertop or whatever it was?
Not yet, but we just met the Strider, the Ranger. I was going to say the Ranger, and I was like Strider. It's like Aragorn, of course, King of Men.
Mm-hmm. Wow, you should really read the books, bro.
Well, that's all his names. Also, it's in they call him Strider until they get to Elrond's.
Can you tell me why he's apparently 103 years old or something? He's crazy old, but looks like he's Viggo Mortensen.
So I just watched this video. I just watched this video about fascism and Boromir. Which was really good. You should check it out. I'm sure if you just search that on YouTube, you will find it. It's probably.
I love having fascism in my Google search history all the time now.
I mean, in this day and
honestly,
age, probably safer.
I'm sure everybody has fascism in their Google search history.
Like what is how to stop?
But yeah, so it was really interesting. So, what do you know about Lord of the Rings?
I know an eclectic smattering of information.
Okay, great.
And I have also seen all the movies and read the books.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't read the Silmarillion or whatever.
No one has. That book is fucking hard.
No, it's not.
No one's read that. I have.
I've read it. No. I think it's easier to read than Lord of the Rings. No. It's just more dry.
It's just a history, right?
It's just harder.
No, it's more dry, but it's easier. It's more straightforward. It's just kind of okay, here's this person did this, and then this happened or whatever. It's written like a history, and so I don't know. It's just
it's not a story. It's harder to read.
So actually, something I have a question about the Silmarillion.
Okay,
is so it is a history, except a lot of the histories, from what I've heard, is that a specific character he'll take and be like, ooh, let's go like
zoom
super
in,
and then just like talk, like have that character kind of do stuff.
Yeah, like Hurin.
Yeah. How do you find that effective for telling a history, or is that more just like
No.
No, okay. It was just that he wanted to write some short stories and connected them that way, or
I don't think they're like short stories. He definitely took some of them and expanded them. Like Children of Hurin is one of the stories that is in the Silmarillion, but that was expanded into a novel by Christopher Tolkien, based on some drafts that his dad had. So in this, I think it's in the first age. The elves were in Middle Earth, and they were like, hey, we got to fight Morgoth, who's like the original evil or whatever. And then humans are created, and they like come out, and they're like, hey, what's up? Like, we're here, and some of us are going to help you. And they're like, thanks for helping us. And then the gods drown all of like this big chunk of Middle Earth called Beleriand. And then they're like, hey, thanks for helping us, humans, and we're going to give you your own little island called Numenor. And then they're like, because of that, we're going to give you this like long lifespan. And so all the people of Numenor, I think especially the royals, or maybe not especially the royals, or everybody, I forget which, whatever. Yeah. But like the humans from this place now, because they helped the elves and because they helped God destroy, evil or whatever, they're like, hey, now you get an extra long life. And basically, like, when humans would die back then, they would like give up their life. Like they wouldn't like sort of like die of old age. They would like give it up. And usually I think those humans' lifespans were like maybe like 300 years old. But I think maybe it was, I think honestly for that, I think it was specifically like the royal, like the half elven blood, because like Aragorn is descended from elves. Yeah, like partially. Yeah. Because he's like related to Elrond and Arwen. Yeah, she's like his like great aunt or something like that. I think, or cousin, or step. What are you doing, like Step Arwen, something like that? Yeah.
What are you doing, Step Arwen?
And so she, so they're related. He's related to Elrond as well. So basically, when they did this, right, when they had the half elves, a bunch of people, like, there's like just a small selection of people that became half elves, and they're like, hey, do you want to be counted among the humans or counted among the elves? And Elrond said, I want to be counted among the elves. And his brother, who is Aragorn's ancestor, said, I want to be counted among the humans. And so those two guys were related. They were brothers. Yeah. And then that guy died and like left this long lineage that led down to Aragorn. And then Elrond is like an elf, so he's still alive. Anyway, that's it. I hope that explains it, clears it up. Oh wait, I didn't explain it. So the men from Numenor then like start colonizing Middle Earth, and then one of the colonies is Gondor, and then the kings of Gondor are descended from the men of the people from Numenor.
So they have extended lives.
Yeah, exactly. Gotcha. So they have slightly longer, or I think like triple the lifespan or whatever. I think Aragorn maybe dies at the age of like 300 or something like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my Tolkien corner, or my Lord of the Rings corner.
Shade is going to come join us very soon, but I thought we could get the Gilmore Guys out of the way. So, Gilmore Guys, where I'm at now. Rory is back with Dean, even though she broke up with Dean again.
Ooh, shit.
She's back with Dean. It's not working very well, but she has to travel from Connecticut to see him, and then he's like living with. Huge dark turn in Gilmore Girls, the guy that we've seen once at the bachelor party episode for Dean, who is like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the Navy. He's back, and he has like a mechanical hand because he was in conflict and like lost his arm or something in the Navy.
Wow, life comes too fast.
Okay. Yeah, he has like a hook, and he's like, yeah, the ladies love it. And I was like, this is like really weird war propaganda. like, what is happening here? And he's
Did
like,
he lose it like in machinery or something?
I think it's implied that he was in combat.
What combat?
I don't know. Well, it's the Iraq War.
Oh,
Right?
the Iraq War. Okay.
So
wild. I have no idea when Gilmore Girls takes place.
It's just this ethereal.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a mechanical arm, I would like to pretend that people loved it too.
Yeah. It was a really interesting character thing because his whole character is sort of like, I'm sort of glad I have it now. I have 3 women on the phone, speed dial. I'm going to call them all when you guys are hanging out here so I can go see one of them. But I was sort of like...
Speed dial.
Yeah, speed dial. But I was also like, this guy has so much going on now. Like, he is so interesting.
He's traumatized.
Yeah, he was like such this really fucking crazy story. And his whole life, he was like, at the bachelor party episode, because I went back and watched it, he's like, yeah, like, you don't think I'm gonna be in like combat though? And like, he's the whole thing, he's like, yeah, I'm just doing it because like my dad wants me to, and my brother went, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so
Great reason to do anything.
Yeah, it kind of feels like he went at the wrong time because of the war that started, and then he now is a casualty of it, which was really, really dark. But the rest of the episode was really good. Luke and Lorelai are together. That seems to be going well, and I like that they do bicker still, but it's sort of like, okay, also I'll see you tonight. Do you want me to bring anything for food and stuff? Like they obviously very much care about each other.
It's a very stressful relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
hard pass.
Lorelai's parents are still broken up. Lorelai
Forgot about
senior, or what is her name? Emily. Yeah. Lorelai senior.
Why did they break up?
They broke up because Richard had a side piece. But it was not sexual.
His yearly
his
yearly ex-girlfriend that he talks to. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
that was wild.
So weird. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, but she bought a panic room, and that was very funny. And the code was 111-111. And Richard, they're starting to talk again though, which is really nice. So,
oh god.
All right, everyone. One of our fabulous friends just sat down at the table with us to join. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, it's Shade. I was waiting until Gilmore Guys was done. It's done, right?
Almost.
No,
we're so close.
We're like just started.
Close.
Please continue. I love it.
But yeah, that's basically where I'm at. They seem to be doing a little bit better. But there's also just weirdness with Rory and Dean. And also Lane confessed to the main guitarist of her band. That was weird. She was very mature about it, I think.
Yeah.
She just sort of came up and was like, I like you more than a friend. And I don't know what that means.
Zach?
Yeah. I think that he's such a dweeb. Like, I actually really don't like him.
Yeah.
And he's also not a very good actor, which makes me...
This is the guy from the OC, or is this the second one?
Second guy. This is the rocker boy, the blonde singer in her band.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. So
she lives with him. Yeah, she's one of the 2 guys.
Okay, not the first one that she dated that like played guitar.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Then I don't like that guy either.
Yeah.
What happened to him? The first one.
He just got kind of written out.
He went
unceremoniously.
to do the OC.
Yeah, he was unceremoniously written out.
And he's in college in California, which is the yeah, exactly, which I thought was really funny.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Lane.
Yeah, Lane really gets no story. It's really a bummer.
But like her story would be very interesting if somebody wrote a show about like Lane's entire life, and it's like just Lane suffering.
Yeah.
Forever. Poor Lane. Jesus.
But that's where I'm at. I've been moving so slow because we found Kath and Kim. Have I told you guys about this?
Yeah, I think so.
It's the Australian sitcom that came out in like 2003. It's these 2 women. One plays the mom, one plays the daughter. But they're the same age, and they just wear crazy wigs. And there's 3 other people on the show, and they basically play all the characters. Like they're these shopkeepers that are the main 2, but like they're high-end Melbourne accents and crazy wigs in that way. And then in the other side, they're like working class, so they have different wigs. It's very funny.
I found out something about old sitcoms.
Hit me with it.
There was an American version of Ab Fab.
What's Ab Fab?
Yeah, I think I heard of that.
Fabulous.
You're right. That reminded me of Absolutely Fabulous too.
Yeah. What is Absolutely Fabulous?
I've never
It's
seen
a
it.
British sitcom.
Yeah.
It's about
a mother and daughter.
And the mother's best friend, like from high school, is like this high-end media executive, and I think the woman's like an actress or in the media in some way. And
I
it's
haven't
just
actually
like how
seen
their
it.
lives are like just so narcissists and focus on themselves.
Yeah.
And they're trying to be good people, but they just don't have the abilities.
Yeah, they just can't.
Yeah. They made an American version with the woman from 30 Rock. Mm-hmm. She's in it, and I watched the clip, and it is terrible.
They did the same thing with
Jenna-
Kath and Kim.
Jenna Maroney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
Because they did the same thing with Kath
blonde
and Kim
one.
where
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah. Is her real name Jenna Maroney?
No,
okay.
sorry. I don't fucking know her name.
I was just like,
But also, Jenna Maroney. Wait,
Jenna Maroney was
you
from...
said 30 Rock, not Third Rock.
No,
from
I
the
meant...
Sun.
No, I did mean Third Rock from the Sun.
oh, okay.
Okay, I was
So
gonna say
Shane
like,
was right in guessing where I was supposed to be, and then Franco was right in guessing the blonde woman from 30 Rock.
So you mean Sally from Third Rock from the Sun?
Yes.
'Cause I think I do know what you're talking about here overall.
Yeah.
What's her name? Because she reminds me of Jennifer
I
Coolidge.
do not
but-
remember.
Let's
the
just call her
actor's
Jenna
name.
Maroney.
Okay, cool.
no, I
And
don't
we'll
like
keep
this.
I'm gonna look up- So
what
it's
is that?
yes,
How do you say that?
Jane. Oh my God.
Jane Coaston.
Well, she's like Native American, right?
Is she?
You know.
I don't know.
No.
She was like, wow, I'll
In
believe you.
30 Rock, there was a brief.
No, not that one. Wrong show.
Okay, Jane Krakowski from 30 Rock and Sally
Kimmy
from Third
Kimmy
Rock.
Schmidt. You remember Unbreakable Kimmy
Yes, I
Schmidt?
know her.
There was a one of the plot lines was that Jenna Maroney's actress, whatever the hell her name is, and I know you just said it, but I don't care about her name. It plays a Native American woman.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
yeah, she's like supposed. And it's like, oh wow, this is awful. This is so stupid. Why do you think this is funny?
Yeah. The thing about 30 Rock
Yeah.
is that sometimes there are clips I see that I'm like, oh yeah, this is the funniest show in the entire world. And then there's other clips that I see where I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like the scene where she's walking down the street and she's like, I love New York.
yeah,
And then someone like
spits in it.
throws her into garbage and she's like, whoa. And she gets up and opens her mouth and someone spits into it.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's such a weird show.
Yeah.
I love that.
Kristen Johnston is Sally from Third Rock from the Sun. And
Did I ever-
Ap Ap.
Did I ever tell you guys that my sister, real life sister, looked exactly like Joseph Gordon-Levitt when they were both like 13?
Nice.
Like, just before Maine puberty, they looked exactly the same.
Wait, sorry, you're from Maine, right?
Yeah, no.
Maine puberty?
Yeah, it's a little different. It's a little different.
Puberty.
It involves a little bit more like there's some maple syrup. There's like a moose
Oh
sighting.
no! You emerge from a maple tree like after you're encased in the tree after like 30 days upon the light of the full moon. You burst out, covered in maple
Life
syrup.
finds a way.
Yeah,
But Rita,
I love the idea of a moon coming to grab you. It's your time for puberty. Drags you into the woods, puts you into the tree, and you have
puberty moose.
And then you in 30 days when you're strong enough to break out.
Yeah.
Boom, you're an adult now.
Those secondary sex characteristics pop out, and you're like, "Ah!" like lifting.
Oh
Those
God.
moves. But Rio, what have you been up to the last month? I think I know the answer because you got me into what you've been up to the last month.
No, you're in Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
And I was Cyberpunk is
Are you
1,000 years ago.
Oh wow, you're.
I mean, I
ahead.
was doing another run through, but with a bunch of other things.
From what you told me, this was your 6th run through.
It's my 6th run through,
Yes.
yes.
Sorry,
Played this game 6 times. What do you want?
I was peeking at Shade's phone for some reason.
Magic
I'm sorry.
Gathering.
I'm just very curious.
I saw you peeking.
And he just
Can I interest you in a magic card?
he just was looking at a picture of a magic card.
Hell yeah.
That's the
I
most
mean,
shade
is this
coded
what you
thing
want?
ever.
This is
Hey,
No, I was
that's
just
okay.
looking at what they were doing with it.
I love when people do exactly what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's
like their core thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
no,
really,
it was,
it's really
it was
fun
utilizing
to
a card that I like in a combo. I was just kind of curious what the combo was.
Yeah.
see. Okay, got it.
Is
Very
it-
cool.
Do you
We're
find-
recording a podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. keep talking about what you're doing, and I'm gearing up so I can talk about something other than work.
Oh,
But what have you been doing if it's not Cyberpunk? Because I thought it was Cyberpunk.
Man, I think it's just been Cyberpunk. I got another game.
what a fucking liar!
Yeah, it was 1,000 years ago.
that was so long ago.
no, I just got...
1,000 years ago. Actually, I've been playing it
Hey, I'm trying to talk. I got Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about
And I've
that.
been playing that one and getting back into the Star Wars canon.
Slowly but surely, you'll come play Dark Souls because that's also Souls-like.
Meh.
It's also very easy and not Souls-like at all, but it has Souls elements.
You just love Souls.
I do.
And here's the thing, though, is that I also agree with the right path that Rio, you could end up in the Dark Souls world.
I don't think
Because
so.
you love grinding. You love slowly
You do fucking
optimizing
love
your
grinding.
character.
Only to
Plus
certain
grinder.
music.
Different
Wow.
things.
It's a different thing.
Gross.
Oh, okay,
Gross.
I'm sorry. You
How dare
would have made the
How
joke.
dare you hate grinding on
I did nothing of the sort. I made a joke you would have made if you thought of it.
And that's a hate crime.
A hard
Rio, you
cut
gotta-
to all of the horrible things.
Rio, you got to be careful around straight white men. They just start getting too comfortable. You know what I
They
mean?
do. They do. Yeah,
Gotta
so
protect yourself, Rio.
other than
Very sorry.
Cyberpunk and Star Wars, Jedi Survivor,
Yes.
I did not play the first one, so I have no idea what's going on.
I mean,
Wait,
But-
sorry, you were playing the second one, but
The second one was on sale.
To be fair, though, I also told him.